to What's Right with the World with your host, Glenn Ambrose. Hello, welcome to What's Right with the World. Today, we are talking about a gigantic solar boom. Boom. Boom
like
goes the solar.
That sounds like a solar flare from the sun. That's not what we're talking about.
Okay, so a solar power boom.
Yeah, so Australia, this is from The Guardian, Australia's solar power boom could almost double the capacity in a year, analysts say. Solar farm approvals and record rooftop installations are expected to turbo boost production. They had a record-breaking month of rooftop installations and a flood of large-scale solar farms that could almost double Australia's solar power capacity in a single year.
That's a big expansion. And there we are, going towards. Thanks for listening, everybody. No, that's we hear a lot about this. Just alternative power sources, and and the windmills and the solar power plants and all this stuff. It's huge, and it's expanding at a rapid rate. We can see, obviously in this story from Australia, but I mean, I have solar panels on my house.
Do you really?
I do.
Is that new?
Well, fairly. I moved in just over a year ago, and
they were there though when you moved in.
No,
okay.
They put them on since I moved in, so they've been there less than a year. So I think maybe they put them on last spring or something, but yeah. So I mean, hey, I'm part of the change, man. No, I mean, let's be fair. This wasn't. I don't own the building, so it wasn't my decision. But they came to me and they were like, "Would you be open to this?" I'm like, "Sure, throw them up." So, which is good. So it's the, and I'm seeing this stuff on the sides of the road and stuff. So this is the direction things are going, and large power companies are getting on board with this type of stuff. So the direction that we're heading is really important, and I think that is something that is going to give people hope for the future, and that's really what we need. We're so people. The whole point of this is to look at what's right with the world. Well, if we're looking at what's right with the world, then I think we need to look ahead. Where are we going? Where's the direction of things going? And if we look at the direction that things are going, I see a lot of hope in just about every area. Everything is heading towards a solution. So I think we've got a lot of hope. I think that the problem is oftentimes we'll look at how things are right now. It's like, oh my God, look how bad things are. Well, yeah. I mean, okay, so things aren't great. Got it. What are we going to do about it? That's what's important. I mean, that's what we try to teach our kids. We don't, I mean, that's that's kind of life. You get, if you want to classify people into two groups, and one of them gets stuck in where they are and doesn't look to the future and doesn't look to fix anything, and then another group that doesn't get so concerned about where they are, but starts looking for the future and starts looking, to better things, and where they're going is more important. You're going to see a big difference on how their lives turn out. So I just kind of saw that theme about doing this podcast. Is when we're doing this podcast, a lot of the talk is about not only what's happening now, because it's symptoms, but what those symptoms mean for our future and the direction things are going. And there's a lot of hope out there for our future if we look at this stuff.
There's something that you always say on Life Lessons and Laughter, cheap plug for the other podcast, that and just in life in general, that pain pushes us until pleasure pulls us.
Yes.
And I think that is what's happening with alternative energy. I think that power companies and people who control things like this want to hold on to the fossil fuel industry, obviously, for power. Not for like for generating power. I mean, not but that's the pain of like, oh, we need to cut emissions. We need to, we need to do this. We need to do that. That's the pain. But the pleasure is the innovation, right? So yeah, like there are companies that are the top of the line in these power industries right now, but the innovation of solar and wind and these renewable energy sources are this untapped market of potential gains. That why is that innovation not, and for a lot of people, as we see right now with this Australia power boom, why are companies not trying to be the company that does this solar innovation, so that you can be the Exxon of solar?
Well, I think there are. I think there are companies out there.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Do,
like,
yeah.
why have like that's what we're seeing now is the pleasure, the reward, the good, the incentive pulling,
right?
Which is why I think it's expanding so much.
Yeah, it
because
is.
it's not just resisting the cutting down to emissions, trying to phase out fossil fuel. It's like, no, look at this exciting future.
Right. Yeah, and it's gotten to the point where it's undeniable that we're heading there because it's just too much of mass consciousness that believes that we need to head there. So even these large companies are sitting there going like, well, we can be greedy. Let's just say for the sake of argument, they're sitting there being like, I don't give a crap about the globe and the earth and the people on it. I just want to make money. Let's just say that that's their outlook, So it's gotten to the point where that it's obvious to them because they're also very intelligent. That's why they're successful in business. It's gotten to the point where they go, if we don't change, somebody else is going to be the big power company instead of us. And that is, so it doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't matter why they're doing it. We said this on a different podcast. It doesn't matter why they're doing it. What matters is that they're doing it. So either a big power company is going to either adapt to what the social change wants, the social needs want, or they're going to be replaced by a company that does. Either way, it's a win-win, so we're heading in the right direction. We're going to win-win one way or the other. So that's going to be it for this podcast. Thanks for listening, and keep looking for positive things out there.
Glenn is available for life coaching sessions, in person or via phone and Skype. To book an appointment or for more information, go to glennambrose.com, follow him on Facebook and Twitter, or click the link in the description of this episode.